it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now. It's Sanders, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On play action, now Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, 49ers! And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Texans 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The Texans first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Texans 10, 49ers 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pass incomplete.
Garoppolo.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
The keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Six yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Jack. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Texans.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
1 yard to go.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On the handoff.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball
possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 8-yard line.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have broken the tie.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
17.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Sanders shaking and baking. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 17.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And this.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 31. Texans
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game, 31-31. Michael Dixon.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he is out of bounds here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kick.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counter.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
56, Mike, 56. That's right, man. You got it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. So that'll back him up 5. Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, it's Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you. Switch.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust, and you know.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for San Francisco, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the...
yourself if you want. I put my team on my back. Get what I could, what I had. Now I'll be on my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act? Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
This is Dev being